The United States has long had a vested interest in Venezuela, and the reason is simple: oil. Venezuela holds some of the largest oil reserves in the world, and control over these reserves would give any nation, including the U.S., enormous power in global energy markets. For decades, the U.S. has sought to influence Venezuela, but its efforts have been consistently met with strong resistance. Tensions began to escalate in the late 1990s when Hugo Chávez became president of Venezuela. One of his first moves was to nationalize the country's oil industry, shifting control away from foreign oil companies, including many based in the U.S. Chávez used the wealth generated from oil to fund social programs aimed at reducing poverty and improving healthcare and education in Venezuela. For the U.S., this move reduced its access to Venezuela's oil and sparked a series of political confrontations. After Chávez passed away in 2013, his successor, Nicolás Maduro, continued these nationalization policies, maintaining state control over Venezuela's oil. The U.S. responded by employing a range of strategies, including imposing economic sanctions and exerting diplomatic pressure. In 2019, the U.S. even backed opposition leader Juan Guaidó, who declared himself the country's interim president in an attempt to challenge Maduro's rule. However, these efforts didn't lead to the desired outcome. Maduro has held on to power with the help of allies like Russia and China, who have provided economic and political support, helping Venezuela sidestep some of the harshest impacts of U.S. sanctions. U.S. sanctions have significantly damaged Venezuela's economy, leading to a collapse in the country's oil production and contributing to severe economic hardship for its citizens. Yet, despite these efforts to weaken Venezuela's government and gain greater influence, the goal of controlling Venezuela's oil reserves has remained out of reach. Maduro's government continues to manage the country's oil industry, although production has sharply declined due to both mismanagement and the effects of the sanctions. In conclusion, the U.S. remains committed to influencing Venezuela in the hopes of securing control over its valuable oil resources. However, Venezuela's government, supported by allies like Russia and China, has managed to resist these efforts. As the struggle continues, the future of Venezuela's oil industry and its broader economy remains uncertain. What is clear is that the geopolitical battle over Venezuela's oil is far from over.